Hey guys, King's Not Fanboy here. Welcome back to another Coaster of the Week. This Coaster of the Week is Raptor at Cedar Point. This is a B&M invert coaster that opened in 1994. I don't really know the theme. I guess it's themed to a bird. There's a bird in the logo. I do really like the logo for this ride. It is really cool. And I guess the slogan is Raptor rules the sky. So I guess it is themed to a bird. There isn't really any theming, but this is Cedar Point. They don't have any theming at all. So, yeah, it doesn't really have a theme. Now let's get to the stats. It has 6 inversions, has a speed of 57 miles an hour, a duration of 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and you have to be 54 inches to ride. So, you do have to be a little taller to ride it. And it does have quite a few inversions, which is nice, I guess. And let's get to the experience of the ride and my personal favorite seat to ride. So this coaster is right next to Blue Streak. So you come out of the station, you're really close to Blue Streak, and you dip down to this tiny little turn, and you start going up the lift hill. This lift hill is a moderate pace. It's not like it doesn't have like the Banshee lift hill, so there's not like a floor under you the entire time. Like there's a floor, but it's not the style of Banshee's lift hill, because this is an older B&M invert, and it does have the regular hard over the shoulder restraints, which I'll talk about in a second. So you do get a really nice view of the entrance. You get a great view of Ferris wheel, Wicked Twister, Gatekeeper, and the midway. So you dip down to a little pre-drop, and you go into the first drop. It's kind of weird. It banks to the right, or left, and just goes into a regular drop. Then you got a vertical loop, followed by a 0G roll, and can go into a straight section before going up into the Cobra roll right next to Valraven. So that's pretty cool. And you go down out of that Cobra roll into a helix that leads you up into the mid-course. The mid-course kind of slows you down, but not a whole bunch. It's just a regular being in mid-course. So then you bank to the right out of it, and you go into a corkscrew. Corkscrew's okay. Not the best, but it's okay. Kind of meander around a little bit after that before going into the second corkscrew. And then you go into one of the best parts of the ride. This is a double helix. Double helix is awesome. It's super forceful. But yeah, so double helix is awesome. And then you go up into the brake run. So it is kind of a long ride, and it does have a great setting on the Cedar Point midway, for an entrance midway. So I'm going to talk about the restraints. It doesn't have the B&M vest restraints that some of the newer B&M inverts have, like Banshee. It has the regular hard over the shoulder restraints. I'm not really sure if I like it a whole bunch or not. Like Banshee's, it comes down in your chest more, but Raptor, you do get a tiny bit of head banging on the Cobra roll and corkscrews. I do prefer Banshee over this, even though Banshee has a rattle. I'll get more on that when I do Coaster of the Week for Banshee, but this one doesn't really have a rattle. It's just the Cobra roll and corkscrews kind of give you some head banging. So I don't really know how they could fix it, but I don't know. Maybe give it the best restraints, but I don't know how the people will feel about that. But yeah, there's a little bit of head banging on it, but not a whole bunch. So it's still a good ride. My favorite seat to ride this in is the front seat. It was the only seat I actually got to ride it in, because all inverts are pretty much better in the front, so you can see better. So definitely, front seat is best seat on this. I rate this ride a 6 out of 10. I rate this ride a 6 out of 10 because it really doesn't have any theming. It has some head banging, and it is a good fit for Cedar Point. I would be kind of sad if they did tear this down, but it is a really good fit for Cedar Point, and I do like it. It is a good ride. I would not call this ride bad by any means. It is a good ride, and if you go to Cedar Point, I definitely recommend riding this. It has a great spot on the Midway. It's very scenic. Definitely recommend it. So if you do go to Cedar Point, definitely ride it. With that all said, that's all for this video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.